Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Serena.
Wait, no, sorry, I'm not married to that.
That was really stupid.
Let's try this one again.
Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Serena.
And this is Not Married to This.
Okay, Joe, my show's about to start. Welcome back to Not Married to This. Today, we are joined by two of our friends, fellow Bachelor Nation alumni, your season 20 Bachelorette, and her fiancé, Charity and Dotun.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Yay.
Welcome.
Yay! I'm so happy for you guys.
Like, we're so happy to have you
No, this
here.
is like perfect for you guys. Like
Aw,
truly.
thank
Like
you.
I love this.
Your own thing where you can go off and talk about what you want.
Yeah.
Not be restricted. Got to let the leash off of Joe over there.
Well,
Let
did
Joe's
you feel
freak flag fly.
on the other podcast? Did you feel when we podcasted together? Did I feel restricted to you?
Like you and Serena?
Joe.
Me,
him
in
specifically.
general, because Don kind of called me out, so I'm just curious. Do you feel?
Not really. I mean, you just have a nonchalant attitude, so I guess I'm sort of joking, but I'm sure you were. I know
like,
the
I
ins
could-
and outs
yeah.
to know enough that I'm sure you were.
I'm not just saying this because you guys are here, but I always had fun when you guys were on the podcast.
Aww.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wait.
I
Hell yeah.
Was it because of him? Probably.
Well-
He's easy to talk to.
You're very chatty and you're opinionated, and he similar to like me. He's a curveball, so like I never knew what was going to come out of his mouth. Which in the Bachelor podcast setting was always fun because it was like
Exactly.
Dotun's here, so we're kind of just going to go off script and see what happens.
It's so crazy because it's like I don't feel like I'm that crazy, but I know in the Bachelor world, like I'm sure some of those takes are things, but it's just like I don't know, just talking shit, having fun.
It's not even
that
crazy.
serious.
It's just you're more you just kind of you're more honest and
Yes.
you say what's on your mind.
Exactly.
Got you.
And you're not, in my opinion, maybe you do this, but you don't come on to a podcast trying to perceive yourself a certain way.
Yeah.
Project.
Period.
Like this,
That's a good compliment.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
actually a good
as I was
compliment.
saying it, I was like, I'm not sure if this is the right word. but
I got it though. I loved it. That's the ultimate compliment. Thank
No,
you.
it really
dog.
is.
Yeah.
I think that's like how people describe you though. It's like you don't say a lot, but when you do speak, it's either like very honest or
very genuine.
like you just say what's on your heart and you don't really have to think about. Like a lot of people like, oh, am I saying the right thing? It's like very try to course correct it, but you don't. That never happens for you.
Well, on that note, I fucking hated you two all this time, and I'm just finally glad to be able to get no. Thank you. That's honestly my whole entire goal, especially after the show, is just like realizing how much everything can change
Censored.
you, and you
Yeah.
see it, and I've seen it happen with people that I know, and it's kind of wild, and it's like making sure that you just always stay yourself, and you know, like that's been really important. So thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate it. Yeah, you
Who-
too, Joe. You've been very authentic.
Any,
truly.
you want to drop some names? Anyone you know that has page?
This motherfucker.
You don't have to. You don't have
No,
to.
I won't. I won't. It's too
No,
early.
don't do it.
Not until I write my book.
Yeah.
Right.
I gotta wait at least like 5 years, you know?
Charity, you're doing Happy Hour now, which we obviously did prior. You must
For the
see
people
it.
watching this podcast, Bachelor Happy Hour we were hosts on that, and now Charity and Rachel are the hosts.
Yes, Rachel Recchia. So check them out there.
No, don't. Just stay here.
Just stay on our podcast.
Or you can.
There's enough room for both.
Yes.
But I feel like you must see this now just on that thread of like coming on the podcast and not even people being dishonest by any means, because this is truly like no shade on anyone, but the people that are coming on that are freshly off the show or newer to the franchise
God.
come on just more tense, and
They're
feel
nervous.
they're nervous. They feel that they need to say a certain thing.
Oh, yeah.
Or there's a right way to go about the podcast or a right thing to
1000%.
say. And I feel like that does fade over time, especially like, you know, when we get you guys or couples that have been in the franchise for a while, you just get way more authenticity because I feel like those nerves are stripped.
No, 100%. Like, obviously, like, we're still in limbo with, like, the current season, but we've already interviewed some of the guys, and I can tell, like, they're just, like, eager for, like, their moment, which
Too
is, like,
eager.
no,
Like,
like,
relax,
it's
fellas.
totally fine, and I get it. I'm like, we were all, like, in that same position of what you're talking about, but I'm like, oh, wow, like, I wonder if this is how they, like, actually, like, speak in their real life, or this is how they, like, actually are, but it's like, they're just presenting their best versions of
Yes.
themselves, so I'm curious, like, if the season ever airs, like once we go down that road, like how things will change over time, which I know it will.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
I know.
Well, I'm sure there's
Wait, you
guys,
think it will air for sure?
No, I think like they will change, like as in like
if they come on again after the season
Right.
has aired, it'll be different.
like it's inevitable. Like yeah.
Well, I'm sure there's guys that are saying they're disappointed because they feel like they should, or they're saying they're not disappointed because they feel like they should.
They all have said that, oh, you know, everything's fine. And I'm like, dude, no, it's not. Like, you're pissed. You took off work. You want your moment. Like, it's fine. Like, just say it. Because I would be pissed, too. Like, this is crazy. But, like, no one's acknowledging that. And I'm like, they just want to be, like, the good guys, which is fine. Yeah. Be the good guys for now.
I mean, you don't really have a choice almost. Sort of. Like, when you have to sort of pretend like
I
everything.
I don't
know. But I get it. Like,
yeah, I'm just like,
there's
at
a way
what
to be
point-
honest.
Yeah, like,
there's
you can
absolutely
say,
a way. But I'm like, I guess there's not. You really have to be like, yeah, it's cool. You know, especially
yeah,
if
but
you're
then
alone.
it's like, say it's not. Like, it's okay to say it's not. That's
yeah,
what I'm trying to
yeah,
get at.
fair,
Like,
exactly.
You would end up probably relating to so many more people if you were the only guy that came on
Exactly.
your podcast and said,
Exactly.
like, I'm actually kind of pissed.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Like, I was trying to be famous.
Yeah.
Like, this just
like
fucked it up for
mad
me.
respect. I'm like, I know at the end of the day that's like most of them, but like no one's gonna acknowledge that because again they're scared of the optics. But it's like we all know, like we know better. We've done this, like we know.
100%. And I think that we've said this, but they could go on and say, look, I get it. I get why it happened. Like, I'm accepting of it.
Sure.
And also, it's kind of disappointing.
1000%. It's very easy.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
You were the Bachelorette, so you are able to, you at least have experience in reading a bunch of guys. Like, you could kind of tell, like, who's on the bullshit, who isn't.
1000%.
Except for him, he got through.
Yeah, I got through. I slid through that. Baby.
But out of all the guys that you just interviewed, was there anyone that stuck out to you as like, oh, this guy really does seem
Like genuine.
genuine?
Oh, Casey.
Casey.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys. He was at Stagecoach.
Okay.
Casey Hucks.
Did he have a cowboy hat on?
Probably. He
Oh,
was.
well, that was
I'm like, what a question, Joe. Oh my.
Did he have eyes? He had eyes, right? He could see.
Screaming. He had overalls on and like no shirt, but I think he was at Zinjara when we were all there. So, because I ran into you guys briefly and he was there. I like obviously interviewed all the guys, and I was literally telling a girlfriend last night. I was like, his interview was the only interview like afterwards that I was really like reflective of. I was like, wow, like it made me like, I don't know, just like his. I don't even want to say his story. His story is like nothing like, I don't want to say like super uncommon, but just the way he like told it. Like you could just feel like he really cared about his past relationship. He really is like someone who's seeking love, and he wants like, you know, this life for himself. He wants to find his partner, and like he really does believe like in opportunities and just things happening like by coincidence, whatever. And I was just like, wow, like I don't know, like he just really. It just
Moved
stuck
you.
with it stuck
Moved
with
you.
me.
Don, how does that make you feel?
No, like I'm like he
over.
probably knows. Like I talk about Casey all the time.
I did record her like getting hella giddy on some of those interviews, and I was like, bro, relax. What the fuck going on? I'm right here within earshot.
No.
Like hella giddy. Like, bro, okay.
You look over, Rachel's off the Zoom.
No,
Producers are off the Zoom. It's just Charity.
I was really like worried. Like, hold on now.
Listen, and
still recording?
You're
or is this
insane.
Just bonus.
It's like 4 hours later. She's like, I'm still on Happy Hour.
Just doing some
Yeah, the next, like a whole week later, like on the phone, like, yeah, we're recording through the phone on Happy Hour now.
Audio only.
Yeah, audio only, sorry.
You're insane. No.
So anyways, tell me about your day.
But I told him about the guys that I feel like are like good guys. Like, and then
I met Shane at Stage.
I do like Shane.
like him.
He has really good energy. I do like him.
To me, he and I didn't meet like any of them except for him, but I was like, he should be the Bachelor.
Joe's only met Shane, and he's on this podcast like
that's
Shane
also
for
awesome.
Bachelor.
I was like, that he should be
That's
the
so Joe
Bachelor.
though. Like,
But
he
right?
sees like one person, he's like, yeah, like that's the next
That's the
Bachelorette.
I'm telling you, I think I should be a showrunner. Like, I think that's my calling. Like, I think
Honestly,
I think I could.
not a bad idea. I could see it.
Yeah.
I could actually see it because Joe is like.
And it'll happen. If you know anything about Joe,
I
he will be
know.
head of ABC in about 4 years. Somehow, some way,
Somehow he's made it
he
this
will be head of
far.
ABC.
No,
running
you should
all
do
the
that.
shows.
I would.
Joe's like, Rob Mills, you retired?
I was gonna say, I'm like,
yeah.
hit up Rob.
Things would change.
Things would change for the better.
Do we think Taylor Frankie Paul season? We've talked about this a few times,
Sure.
and I'm kind of like a little bit over it. But like, what's the deal? Maybe you know or have any idea, but it's like, like 2 weeks ago, they're like, it's going to drop. And then they're like, oh, but now it's not on the summer programming. And no one's hearing anything.
I genuinely don't know.
The current rumor is that it's going to drop on Hulu, which was my previous prediction. And then they're going to do a live finale on ABC at the end of the summer where they'll announce the next Bachelor. And Joe has made a couple points of like, their goal right now partially has to be like, how are we teeing up the next season? Like, how are we getting people hooked and excited about The Bachelor, especially if it's from Taylor Frankie Paul season.
Right.
Even if it's not, how are we kind of drawing people back into the franchise, like tying a bow on this situation and moving on to the next?
Any thoughts there? Because I'm like, I think that's like very valid. I don't know how they are planning to promote the next Bachelor, but I only know it's a big season because it's like the anniversary season, like the 30th season. So apparently that's like the
I think I was 25.
It's like the really big one. So I'm like, that in itself is gonna build hype, but I don't know. Like I'm like, I also wonder if it's necessary to, I guess, like super promote from if it's someone from Taylor's season, even if we don't see her season. I feel like people are kind of over like it being either someone we already know. Like I think even if we don't know the person or we never see like Taylor's season, it will still be fine. Like I feel like people will be like, okay, this is a breath of fresh air, because this has been a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Like people are like very much over it.
Yeah.
And then obviously we have her sector of people that like want it to air, whatever. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for saying that. I don't care.
No, but there are people that want it to air, and there are people that don't want it to air, and then there's people that are in the middle that are like, I'm kind of over this, but I'm still gonna watch if it comes out.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like it's somewhere in the middle of like, there's gonna be like a 50-50. It could go either way.
Yeah.
I just don't think they want The Bachelor to be an unknown person. I do think they're gonna, because it's been a full year off, I think they're gonna want someone that people have a little familiarity to.
I think so. I think they have to. I think because of the lack of everything and because of sort of the trend of the show already, it just feels like they've got one last effort. Like, you know, honestly, like it really does. Like, you know, unless I don't see a way that they get some dude from her season who hasn't aired and it does good ratings. Like, I just don't see a world where that happens. So yeah, I think they have to sort of go big. But I don't know. I'm hopeful, you know, just because obviously we were all on it and it was a great experience for me. But like, also, I don't know. It's
Do you really care though?
No. I mean,
like, be honest with me right now. Be honest.
I'm trying to.
No, I feel like innately you're going to, because that is how you guys met. Like when there was a slight second where we thought the franchise might be done, I was like, well, I'm actually even surprised by how sad I feel about the idea of this show being over.
Right. It's like I feel like that's probably how you actually feel.
Yeah. Honestly, I do. Really, I think it just end with the last best Bachelorette season right here.
Period.
Yeah,
Sorry, Jen.
We don't need anyone after charity.
The last full complete Bachelorette season.
Were you
no
the
shade.
last full Bachelorette season?
Jen
got
engaged.
No, that was the joke.
Yeah.
It was sort of the end.
Complete.
Kind of. It didn't complete. Yeah.
And you guys are still together.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously. Do you want to announce the breakup?
No.
Actually, we have
you didn't
some
hear?
breaking news.
Not even. I'm like, you didn't hear? We've been broken up for a year now.
Could you imagine
you're
really
coming
good
on
friends.
here?
Just kicking it.
We're just friends.
No.
There are rumors about Robert Irwin being the next Bachelor.
I think he's too young. I would live for it.
He's
that's disgusting. It's actually disgusting behavior.
I'm like, no.
If they get Robert, that's disgusting.
Why?
21 or 22?
Because in all the
bro,
girls, I mean, granted, he can date.
When you were 21 or 22, do you think you should have went on the show? Do you think you should have been tied down?
But I think it's
were?
different.
You're just way different for a female.
I was 22.
Oh
but I
God.
also was
And
like,
that's also
I'm kind
rare.
of young to be here.
No, exactly.
No,
That's also really rare.
Yeah, I
it's
actually
also
don't
very
think
rare.
I could have done it.
Okay, so I
idea.
think me at 28 couldn't have done it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But I will say, someone like Robert Irwin, I do think it's different when you've kind of been in like the limelight your whole life. I don't want to say it like ages you, but I think it like
It does,
matures
because
you.
matures
he
you.
is career focused at such a young age. He's thinking about things that most 16-year-olds aren't thinking about in terms of like work and life. Celebrity grows you up faster typically because you are exposed to more, you have more opportunities, etc.
Yeah,
that's fair, and like he has a good head on his shoulders, so he has those things going for him. But still,
I'm more concerned. I think less
about
the
girls.
It's the girls. Like,
what age
the
are the
cast
girls?
is just going to like actually make my body like.
And they all have to be between, probably you have to be at least 21 to be on the show, or no? I forget.
You do because alcohol, right?
So, so they're all going to be 21, 23.
Well, they'll probably cast older, which is what I was trying to say. It's like they'll probably have a good range for him, but in my head, I think it gets to I don't know, like it's just gonna be.
No, that's a good point. Like he's 22, that's young, but okay, let's say we call it an exceptional situation. Sure. But then the girls have to be young as well.
Yeah. And then, but that's gonna end like just 21. A house full of 21-year-old is like mine. I don't want to watch that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's horrible.
That's my worst nightmare.
Such a bitch. Come up, say dead now, and that's gonna be the whole season in a recap.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I don't think that.
No.
Well, the thing with Robert is.
You two hate him, so.
No, I love Robert. Yes.
No,
I love Robert.
She was riding hard for him.
Yeah.
She loves Robert.
Please, I do love you, Robert.
Another one I was like, hey, relax.
Okay, calm down.
He's young, okay?
Oh, my God.
So you guys paused your wedding planning for a little bit, and people were like, what's going on? If they pause, if there's smoke, there must be fire. They're probably breaking up.
People are insane.
You're still together, and now you're replanning your wedding. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. I think it was like, honestly, I'll tell the world how that came to be, because it was actually kind of crazy, and I'm like, hopefully I don't get in trouble for saying this, but obviously we announced that at the Golden wedding, which was like, I was fresh off of Dance with the Stars, so they're like, yay, like, a couple's here, let's celebrate, we need to give them something, give us an update. And I was like, well, I mean, we are like looking forward to planning, but like I haven't even moved my life to New York yet. I don't know where I'm living at. And they're like, okay, well, like, what about wedding? And they're like, I was like, I mean, maybe next year, maybe the year after, like, it's not really set in stone, but I was like, it would be around this time, like fall, winter. And they're like, okay, well, just say fall 2025. So like, that was kind of like, I don't want to say I was like prompted to say it, but it was like one of those things where I was like, okay, like, I'm going to give them an update, and we just kind of went with it, like stupid on our behalf, because like nothing was like, I mean,
I would have done.
It's not stupid. I don't think it's stupid. It's not stupid.
Like, okay, fall 2025. A couple years from now, it might happen.
I don't think it's stupid.
I just guess I didn't give like enough context in that regard of like, okay, we're not like super definite. We like I said it with very like conviction.
Yeah,
like,
you
a
said
lot
it
of
with
conviction.
your
I was
chest.
like, yay, like fall 2025, guys. Everyone's invited.
That's maybe where.
So that's
we're thinking fall 2025.
Correct, and that's where I should have.
She can't help herself.
Yeah, obviously, and that's where we like announced. But then I think we came to quick realization that wow, like life is still lifing, and like we have a lot of adjustment to do, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And we like try to say we want to normalize, like obviously getting engaged on a show in 6-7 weeks is insane, and my season was the shortest, so like keeping that in mind too was like literally 7 weeks, and then I hopped right into another show, so excuse me, there was just a lot of things that I think we still had to figure out. So we wanted to take time to like get to know each other and just solidify our foundation. And then like we realized, okay, like we've been at this thing for 2 years now. I think it's time. And like I feel like while that period was happening, I also, as a person who's indecisive, my wedding is something that I'm very decisive about. I had most of everything like already laid out. I knew what I was gonna do. I knew like essentially where types of locations. So when it came time to like hop into it, it was very easy. And like even now, it's like, I mean, I am type C, but there's things that I'm like, like I have it all laid out. It just needs to be executed now. So that's just kind of the boat that we're in. But it's been a very like, I would say interesting season, not in a bad way, but just like continuing to learn a lot. Like, you want to add?
you like, got something to say.
Yeah, he does.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, she just keeps looking at me. So I was like, I'm just picking up. I'm trying to pick up on the energy.
Yeah, I want you to contribute for sure.
Yeah, no, I wasn't like thinking anything specific. But no, I signed off on everything you said. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we ever stopped wedding planning per se. You know, it was like we set a date, but then we just like we're figuring it out, and then once we started. So like it wasn't. So I don't think it's fair to say, you know, that's what. That's what headline. And that's what we sort of acknowledged, but we never like paused.
Yeah,
right?
it was a not.
And that was actually. That headline and the whole thing came from one single interview we did.
I had said something about like, oh, like we're just taking like a break right now. We have a lot going on.
Ooh, that's no.
I told her. Teresa came back and told me, I was like, oh, nah, you should have said it. I was like, don't say pause.
And I was like so sad because I was like already in my head about it. And then I told him, I was like, oh my God, like they like used the word pause. And then he was like, charity. And I was like, you're supposed to be on my side. Like, don't say charity. So like, he was like, no, it's fine. But he was like, you know, like I don't think of those things. He was like, you just can't use words like
you got to play the game.
And like,
these people are playing a game with you, and you got to play the game with them.
So I learned my lesson.
I remember that headline when it dropped. I was like, whoa, that is the way they phrased it too. It was like
everywhere. I had so many people from like my hometown. I was like, what the hell? I said, and it's crazy because the interview was like 30 minutes long. I talked about that for maybe 20 seconds. So the entire interview, nothing from that came. It was just about Charity and Dotun take a pause, and like everyone's like, "You guys okay?" And I'm like,
say the P word.
I just don't have time. And so
can't say the P
but
word.
yeah, all is well in this world. Like we're just moving and grooving, and we're really excited.
Well, I would imagine pause more meant like, I'm not putting a down payment on a wedding venue right now while I move my boxes to New York.
1,000%.
We're talking about it. We're thinking about it. We're visualizing. We're not actively booking things at the stage.
Right. Like we're not setting, like you said, deposits and stuff. Yeah. But like
self-explanatory.
Exactly.
But they want those
and they
buzzwords.
Exactly. Yeah. So I learned my lesson. But
she just said I was like, oh, we're cooked. I was like, oh yeah, we're cooked. Yeah. Brace yourself.
Also, like. In your defense, I don't even think you did anything wrong.
No, she did it. That's the thing.
But like you were also,
it's just playing the game, which is annoying to have.
And I'm not saying you're probably still very busy, but like at one point, like during that time, you were like nonstop. You were like
1,000%
to show. Like I mean, you probably did 500 interviews.
No, 1,000%.
Like that year, where it's like at that point, I would just be fucking saying random shit just because every interview starts to feel the same.
It got to that point, and that's why I was like, I had to like talk to him. I was like, okay, like, and it's crazy because I'm like, I never like to rehearse what we're going to talk about if we're doing like a press like tour or whatever, or just red carpets and they're asking us questions. But I'm like, if they ask this, like, this is our game plan, because I was like, I was so like, I don't even want to say like traumatized from that, but I was like, that's never gonna happen again. And I'm like, I don't want to fuck up, and I was like, I just want to make sure that we're on the same page about what we say. But like, I did at that point so many like people just all they care about is like, what's next for you, and it's like wedding, and then unfortunately like after we get married, people are probably gonna ask like when you're gonna start having kids, and it's like that's just not like, it's just not all that is of life. Like I don't know, like I just want more things to be discovered around us.
I think the audience, especially Bachelor Nation, they want your story to fully come to an end as like what they consider to be a happy ending.
No, 1,000%.
And a happy ending is family,
white
house,
picket fence,
couple kids, few dogs, and then we're good, and then we'll watch you because we believe you.
1,000%. It's always their narrative, and they don't realize it, but like that's essentially what they're always constantly projecting in comments. It's like when you get like, why haven't you gotten married? It's like, I'm sorry, I got engaged in 7 weeks. Did you get married in 7 weeks? Did your daughter get married in 7 weeks? Like, no, Susan, she did not. So it's like, take a rest, and it's like, this is our lives. Like nobody, you guys saw literally a season, which is, I'm so grateful for that, but it's like, that's also just not, like, there was so much life to experience after the show wrapped, and it's like people they can't conceptualize that in their heads.
I think it's like in real life, you move at a pace, and then if you pump the brakes on that pace, it's usually kind of a sign of, ooh, something's not right. Like we're pumping the brakes because something's not right. So I think when on these shows we get engaged in, for them it's like 2 months of TV,
right?
And then they see a brake pump, it's a signal to them of like something's not right. But the reality is we just move at such a hyper speed that like pumping the brakes is actually the best thing we can do to like reset and connect.
I know, come on, Serena.
Who the hell did? Over here coming up with some fire. Quote that, clip that.
That's the headline.
Okay, but I will play devil's advocate on that one because
Joe got a one up. Come on, Joe.
Okay, so I'm just going to say, in the audience's defense, whenever there was a brake pump, it was usually it's over.
Well, I'm not saying...
You know, like I would say the past has...
for like other relationships?
For other relationships within the reality space, usually when you heard, like, you saying pause, even in my head, I'm like, that's not good. Like,
yeah.
That's not good.
Joe was like,
he's like, I need to check
great when I saw
and
them.
it's not because of anything about YouTube, but just from what we've seen
like
in
the
the past,
history, yeah.
the history of Bachelor Nation
like when
couples.
people are like, oh, we're moving in together in the fall, and then
You're
fall,
like,
winter, spring comes and goes, and they're on like separate trips 24/7. You're like, something's not right.
Right.
Yeah.
But
you went like that. What you said, everyone went like this. That was good.
No, that was
I respect the alternative perspective.
I was just trying to have some fun.
It was good. No, and I think that's the thing too. It's like also understanding like a couple's dynamic. Like even though we like are like, I don't even want to say in the limelight, it's like me and Dotun's like, it's still private. Like there's things that I try to keep, like we don't, like I'm not posting every single day about like, oh my God, like we're off to dinner. Like you guys rarely know when we have a date night. It's like some things I just like don't show. So I think it's like there is a difference for like couples when people can like track essentially like their every move, or just, oh, the last time they took a couple's vacation together was like 5 months ago, like what's going on. But it's like what I show is what I show, and I think I established that early on, so like the expectation is a little bit less, which is in our favor, and I'm glad it's that way, so that people don't, you know, they're not always anticipating like what's next for you guys.
Do you guys have established boundaries with one another of what you will and won't share, or is it kind of just like an unspoken thing where like you guys can share whatever you want, but you'll always just have like a general lens of respect for each other?
Yeah, I think it's the general lens of respect. Yeah. Tap in.
No, she was about to go off. I know she want to go off. That's why she's trying to pull the reins back. I'm like, go off.
No.
Got some thoughts.
I
Let
want
it out.
Yo, you speak.
Like, will you ask for each other's approvals, like on a like if you're gonna post something of the both of you, will you be like, hey, are you cool with this photo?
Yes, depending on like
Okay.
Yeah. So it depends. Like sometimes you can know like, oh, this one's fine. Like fuck them. You shouldn't trip. Like you're fine. but most of the times, definitely like we'll check in and be like, make sure there's nothing that that you're like mindful of.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't have any crazy restrictions like that. I guess I'll just say that I am a very like in the moment person, like to a fault. You know, probably need to do that less, or at least learn how to balance that, or not just think like, oh, because I'm taking my phone out, I'm losing the moment. Like not necessarily. I think too strongly that way. And so like sometimes Sherry would whip out her phone, and I'm like, come on, man, like let's enjoy this. But again, that's more like about me. I need to get over that to a certain extent. But no, like in general, like post whatever, and I think the main thing that honestly, at least I'm focusing on, is just how much screen time that the phone stuff does, man.
Guys, I'm trying to decide if I should get the brick. Have you seen the brick?
Is that
the thing you tap and it like locks you out of all your social media, and then you tap and it like reopens it, and it's just this little square. I'm debating getting it's like $50.
I've been I would say the past.
Oh, I need it.
I would say the
I
past
think I
2
need it
weeks,
too.
I've probably been like really bad.
You've been
Like,
really
I've been
bad.
on my phone a lot. It's not even really social media. It's just like everything. But
Why does
I'm
that
just
surprise me about
on
you?
it.
He goes on for the stock market and baseball cards and like random stuff like that.
Got it.
Just a certain addictions that I
Boys
have.
said.
But
That
like,
makes sense.
but I'm usually pretty good. But like I go, like us all, like all of us, I go down like these certain like dark times in my life where I just start, scrolling.
Dude, I think that's so common, and like I have this, not even a theory anymore, man, but and I mean this truly in the nicest way, and I'm included in this, but everybody's getting dumber. And you know what I'm saying? Like in a weird way, the whole world, and I truly think we're not realizing the true impact. I include myself too. I include myself. Like I'm my brain. It's just not as sharp, and I've realized it really since the show and picking up my phone more. Like that's been a cause of it.
Yeah.
And it just feels like everybody like these little things, and I'm like, oh, like you would have never forgotten that like 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Like you're forgetting that now. I think we're gonna look back, and we're gonna be like, yeah, like dude, that shit was changing our shit fast.
No,
and we
it
didn't
was.
realize it because it's happening to everyone.
Yeah.
So like even products suck now. Ever since AI came out, right? Sorry, going on a tangent here, but like since AI came out, it's like you can tell people are using AI too much, relying on it and not their own brain, because products suck now. Like when you get products that are supposed to be really nice, they have these glitches that they never used to have in the past where they had better quality control. Anyways, I'm just something I've been really thinking about recently.
He's passionate.
But it's just really crazy, and I think I ties into the phone thing where like it's really, really important. I think some people are going to go that way and just keep going down that path, and I don't want that to be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just be a total dullard and like,
well, it's hard too. I mean, you guys, for people that don't know, you guys both had like full careers before going on the show, and now you're in a different career space where it's social media, it's content creation.
It's tied to your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the lines get blurred of like, it's not like, oh, this is my 9 to 5, I'm on work mode, and now I'm on social media mode.
Correct.
It's like a gray area.
Correct. Which is like, it's honestly something that I'm like still trying to like kind of sort out in therapy about. Like it's just, I don't know, it's like it's just weird because with a 9 to 5 or just what I was doing before, like you have this like structured routine, and I can still have like a routine in like what I'm doing now, but it doesn't feel that way. You know what I mean?
Therapy sessions
like
too.
it's literally like I'm like, oh, I get up at this time, I do this, but it's like every day still is different, no matter how much that is like my structured routine.
And it's like you feel like you're never working and you're always working.
Yes, and I'm like, oh, my screen time, and I'm like, how do I limit that? But I'm like, okay, do I just like transfer over to my computer? I'm like, that's still screen time, so I'm like, I'm fucked either way. Like. It's hard.
No, it's hard
it's
drawing those boundaries, but I think it's possible. It's just really difficult.
I don't really have these issues, but do you want to? Let's talk about the relationship topic of the week. Did we go over that yet?
And then we'll talk about Vanderpump Villa because I want to hear all the things. We watched it.
Absolutely.
We were locked in for you guys.
Yes, let's get some story time.
Okay, quick relationship topic of the week. Today's episode is sponsored by Ashley. Your home should reflect who you are, and Ashley Luxe is making it easier than ever to create a space that feels elevated and intentional, just like our studio.
Yeah, and you could be the designer of your choice because I designed all of this.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
All by yourself, no help? You are a better decision maker. I get a little bit overwhelmed, but I still like to have input. You know, I want my style to be reflected in the space.
And Ashley does make it very, very easy.
They offer very elevated styles at surprisingly practical prices, which makes it feel easy to kind of not have to pick and choose between one or the other. And I also think they do a great job of not only these beautifully crafted larger pieces, but also the rugs and the decor to really bring the space all together so it feels cozy and homey and complete.
They make the process very simple. If you aren't a designer like myself.
You're not a designer by trade, but you're a designer at heart.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I would say I would describe your style as very warm, inviting, thoughtfully curated. And I think that the Ashley Luxe collection sets that standard for living.
100%.
Discover the new Ashley Luxe collection by visiting Ashley in store or online at www.ashley.com/luxe. Joe and I were talking this week about location sharing. And if you guys have each other's location and what your thoughts are about having it or not having it.
Okay, for someone speaking from someone, and I'm like, she's working on shifting from anxious attachment to secure.
Okay, we love that.
I, in the past, did not have it for, like, I would say healthier reasons.
Okay.
And that was just because, rightfully so, the trauma associated with my previous relationship. However, with Dotun, like, it is strictly, like, a safety, like, I feel like it's coming from a place of, like, oh, I need to know, like, just in case, like, if something happens or if your, I don't know, your phone dies or whatever, I can still see, like, where you last were, like, things like that. But, like, I never have, like, an inkling really to be like, oh, my God, like, what's he up to? Like, unless I'm bored and it's, like, silly, sure. But
like, you'll ask me where I am.
Yeah,
and
like
I'll be like, you have my location.
See?
That's how little she actually checks it. It's totally useless for her.
Yeah, it is. But I'm like, it's also, I feel like that's like, I think it's healthy to have. Like, I'm someone who supports it. Yes. I don't think it's like, no, like, why do you have your significant other's location? I think that's absurd.
Yeah.
If you think that way, that's fine. But like, for us, it's so healthy. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Especially as like, you know, the guy, whatever. Not that I'm enforcing gender or anything, but yeah, as a guy, like, I want to know where she's at. Like, especially a small little thing, like, she travels a lot, you know, all these things, like, for sure it makes a ton of sense. And generally in my past relationships, that only one since really iPhone came out, but yeah, we did the same thing.
Sorry, that was
I don't know why I said that. Like, I was thinking, I was like,
Didn't have it on that BlackBerry.
no, exactly. I was like, yeah, back
iPhone
then,
came out,
like
it's
when I had
crazy.
the Razor, I didn't have it. So yeah, I guess it's good when I had the iPhone.
I'm dying.
It's a crazy thought and a
No,
crazy
that's
thing
right.
for me to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's not. You're not gonna get any pushback from me.
Yeah.
Like why would you?
I love that you said, like, you still check in with him being like, hey, where are you? Where are you? Because we don't have each other's locations. If he wanted mine, I would give it to him. And like vice versa. If I was like, I want your location, he would give it to me. But
I don't share my location.
no one has his location. He's very like Italian
so
mafia
funny.
paranoia
No,
about
That's
people
not
tracking
Italian
him.
mafia paranoia. It's just in general. I just like, we're being tracked everywhere we go.
Yeah.
I just prefer not
like
to
his
do
mom
it.
has mine.
What if I have a Jason Bourne experience and I actually need to be off the grid and running? And,
Sir, please.
And then because of my
We just watched
location
all the Jason
tracker,
Bourne.
because
Good
of my
point.
location tracker, I get fucking shot in the head.
All right. Well,
it's a good
that's not going to
point.
happen, Sheila.
That's a good point. You have to honor
You
that.
never know when the CIA is going to
It's a
tap me
good
in.
point.
I don't know. I think just tracking someone feels a little invasive. And
I get that. I
it's
do.
just like we talk all the time.
Well,
I do.
yeah,
I
this
get
is where
it.
I was
I
going
get
with
it.
And we live together and we work together. We're with each other nonstop.
I like
Yeah.
what we have without the location sharing, which is like constant active communication. Like we are touching base with each other constantly. He'll call me
See
for
it.
2 minutes to be like, just left the simulator. Where are you at? Oh, I'm at the gym. Okay, cool. I'm going to come meet you at the gym.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay,
a long
go-
talker. I don't
creates
talk
that.
on the phone for a
Yeah.
long time. I
Yeah.
just call, hey, what are you doing? This is what I'm doing. Bye.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like
Nice.
multiple times a day. And I,
He's like, I want to
That's
adopt
how
that.
I think people should. That's how I talk
No,
to even my
yeah.
like friends and family. They call, hey, what's up? What are you doing? This is what you're doing? Oh, cool. This is what I'm doing. Done.
Okay, how do you do that? Because I cannot get my friends and family
Well,
to
our
shut
family
the fuck
members
up. They fucking will. I
We
can't pick up the
love you
phone because it's
guys.
gonna be
I
2
don't have
hours.
that with my
20
friends
minutes or
and
2
family.
hours, and
It's
you're not
just
gonna know.
like him.
And I give all the hints. I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
hey,
my
I gotta
friends and
run.
family
I'll
would
start
never
off
let
with
me
like,
just say,
yeah,
hey,
I'm about to
bye.
do this
No,
thing.
I'm calling
Doesn't
a
matter.
chat.
I'm gonna be on the phone for 2 fucking hours.
Yeah, well, my mom's
his
like
pet
that.
peeve,
She's a
look.
chatter, and she'll
but
talk,
Joe would be
I
like,
will-
Ma, enough. I'm hanging up now. I'm done. And like
Yeah,
that's it.
I'll say, Ma.
See?
I'll say,
And he'll
You
be like,
gotta do
okay, Joe,
that.
love
I
you.
know, but I've done that. But it's like I get like one a
relationship.
year. I don't get to. I can't like do that too
Well,
consistently.
that's him. Clearly, he
I get like
built it.
one a year where my
Brick
mom will
by
be like,
brick.
okay, let it
Yeah.
pass. But if I do that twice in a year, she's gonna get pissed. It's like I just ignore the call.
yeah, no, I say, Ma. I say,
text you
Ma.
back.
I gotta go, and then she'll just say everything that's on her mind, and I'll let it. I'll be like, all right, Ma, I'm going. Goodbye, and I hang up. And then my dad, I'll be like, Dad, I gotta go. He'll be like, go fuck yourself. You're gonna listen to me right now.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, I'm a kid. I'm like, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I do it.
Yeah.
I think it's, you guys have a healthy system. I do appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate
whatever
how
works,
it like
works.
makes you guys actually like communicate.
Yeah, it
more.
works for us. I
Yeah.
mean, a million people have my location.
Yeah.
Like, if
Yeah.
I get kidnapped, if you're watching, if you kidnap me, people will know. But, like, I'm not afraid to give it out. I just think not having it, there's something nice about the check-in that I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
However, I do think if you're in a relationship with someone who refuses to give you their location and vice versa,
I like the
maybe a
silence.
red
It's
flag.
like a
Yeah,
New
and
York
that's my
podcast,
take
you know?
too.
know what I mean?
I feel that too. I'm
like,
like,
if he
you're
was like, no chance, you cannot
you're
have it, and
very
I really wanted it, I don't
adamant
know
about
that.
not giving it, then I'm like, something's
Something's
Yeah,
going
that's
on.
something's
sus,
going
right?
on.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, no, you guys.
But I
have a
tried
healthy
to share it with him
system.
the other day because we were trying to find each other on the West Side Highway. I was like, I'm just going to share it with you. Like, just
Did he
didn't
deny
know what
it?
he was doing. He missed me.
Well-
I was like, did you not check my location?
Oh,
He goes, I
thought
don't know
he
how
was,
to
like,
use
deny
that.
it.
Also, I
Deny.
Okay.
I don't want it.
before moving on to Vanderpump Villa, I just want to throw this out there. If you get kidnapped, okay, unless the kidnapper is a complete fucking imbecile, he is going to get rid of your phone.
Oh, that's
So if the kidnapper is listening, they might as well kidnap you, even if you are being tracked, because they're just going to get rid of your phone.
All right, well, let's not give advice to the kidnapper.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, I'm like,
anything.
he's been thinking about some things.
Well, no, if
like my
anything,
biggest fear is getting
if anything,
kidnapped.
if I'm the kidnapper, you put the phone in a moving vehicle. So then everyone's like, no, she's on the West
We've
Side
been watching
Highway.
too much Jason Bourne.
I know. I'm like, yeah, no, this is too.
That was
deep.
true. Yeah,
It
the
is true.
chances
You're
are
right.
pretty
You're
slim.
right.
Yeah,
You're so
honestly,
smart about
the chances-
kidnapping. Let's talk about
You know
Vanderpump
all
Villa.
about kidnapping.
Tell us how Vanderpump Villa came to be.
Dot, you start this one off, please.
So Vanderpump Villa, for people that don't know, is a spin-off show of Vanderpump Rules that is on Hulu, and it is a house in a European destination. This year it's in London, right? London. And
it's Lisa Vanderpump
Yeah.
and a bunch of staff that host various guests. This year it's a lot of reality TV guests, Love Overboard people, Bachelor people, Dad Talk went.
But it seems like the premise is they bring reality people from different shows, kind of they stay in the Hulu universe, and they see who could hook up with the people that work.
Joe was like mind blown by the concept when we were watching. Like he was like, I don't understand. They're like, that's the butler, but like they're all just gonna party together all night long.
That's literally what
It's
it
a
was.
crazy
Like
concept.
it's like, okay, there's single people minus me and Dot. Everybody in our group was single at the time.
Okay, was that intentional?
Oh yeah.
They were like,
1000%.
make sure it's single.
Well, no, all but one. But we'll talk. We don't talk about him anymore.
Who?
Xavier, dumbass, fucking lied to me. Told
He
me
wasn't single?
Told me he was single.
But
and
he
then-
hooked up with someone.
No, he
off
didn't.
camera, didn't he?
No, Xavier was. When
No,
I say
the-
Xavier
it was the most annoying. I was
he was
pissed
the
as
best
fuck.
behaved person.
Okay,
I'm
why
like,
did I
even
think he
over.
hooked up with
I'm like, how did you outbeat
Bro.
me and Dot? And I'm like, we're mom and dad. He didn't like. I mean, he was just there for vibes. But I was like, you are here because you were an agent of chaos. I was like, I
Yeah.
wanted you to literally wreak havoc in
Yeah.
this place. And I'm like, he did nothing. I was
Yeah,
like,
Because
dude.
that
did
was
you
the
clock
promise.
when you guys were there? Were you like, something's off?
He
I think he's
did.
in a relationship.
Yeah, like, but it took like a couple days because we had just. So this was like 2 weeks before they're like, tell your guys which guys you want. We were already in UK for a boys trip. We just got off a cruise, and I was like, okay, Zay, if you're single, let's do this. Like, I want you to come, but only if you're single.
Whoa, wait, was he
no
on
one-
the boys trip with you?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
You
yes.
had been with this guy for weeks, and he hadn't mentioned that he was in a
Thank
relationship.
you.
I don't want to
Thank
blow up the
you.
spot, but yeah, we were on a cruise for a
Hello.
week, and yeah, that's when I asked him like, "You're single?" And he's like, "Dog, yes, I'm single." I'm like, "But why am I here whispering you're not?" He's like, "Dog, come on, bro, I'm single." And then he comes
Isn't
2
he
weeks
famous
later,
for being a
and I'm
cheater
like, "What?"
already?
He's like, "Yeah, I got a girl." I was like, "Bro, why did you
that's what's
lie?"
crazy. Because I was like, no, I was like, yes, bring him. I'm like, he loves a boys trip. He loves any kind of trip where he can have fun. I said, bring him.
Yeah.
But-
And that's his whole thing. His
Yes,
whole
literally.
claim to
That's
fame.
what-
Yes.
For people listening, Xavier was on charity season. He was one of the
Jesus.
guys, and
One of the
his
final
whole-
guys.
one of
Final
the final
three.
guys.
Almost made it all the way.
His whole story
Relax
was
yourself.
he was final three, and charity ended up sending him home due
Sure
to the
did.
fact that he had a lot of infidelity in his past,
so-
and he wasn't showing enough like growth from that infidelity for her to feel comfortable moving forward with him. So it's very ironic that he is now on this boys trip saying that he's single when he's
most
not.
ironic
He's just
thing.
continuing that story.
I would like to add that I'm like, I don't even know if you just mentioned it or not, kind of spaced out, but like he didn't tell me any of this all season. So he
Yes.
waited, or whoever advised him to wait until final three, which is fantasy suites. And that's when I discovered, but my gut was already off about him. So like I had that at least.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, if I knew, and I was very vocal about like what my like fears were, if I knew that, he would have like somebody else would have been in that spot easily.
Yeah.
But I didn't find that out till final three. And so yes, that's how he got his little storyline. Boys trip.
Yeah.
Xavier loves a
Cheetah.
boys trip. If you're dating Xavier right now, don't let him on that boys trip.
No, bro. But that's the thing is,
But
he
he's
was
clearly
he
turned
was-
around.
Yeah, and he was a good boy on that particular boys trip, which was what we didn't want.
A
We
good
were like,
boy.
unleash yourself. This is who you truly are. Let the dog out. Go out there and go sick him, boy. But then this boy was just sitting there looking pretty the whole time. But he was stirring some things up, so I
Yeah.
appreciate that. He stirred up a little bit of drama, but
Okay.
yeah. So, anyways, forget about Xavier. What were we talking about?
Vanderpump
Vanderpump
Villa.
Villa.
So we do see. It seems to be like the biggest hookup amongst your crew, which was Jess and the bartender.
Yes, talk
Nick.
about it.
Were they like really into each other? Was that real, or was it just like fun?
No, I mean,
It was real for one person.
For those listening, if you didn't watch, Nick was having a summer-long fling with one of the other employees at the villa.
Who also
named
hooked up with
Alyssa.
one of the guys that you brought, John.
So
Sure.
Alyssa was hooking up with
Correct.
Charity and
Yes,
Dotton's friend
sir.
John B. Nick was hooking up with Charity and Dotton's friend Jess. However, Nick and Alyssa were having their own little fling behind the scenes too.
at the same time.
So it was very messy.
And-
I will say the show did not make. They could have spun it a million different ways. I don't feel like Jess looked dumb in the situation.
No, I don't think so.
No,
I
Jess
think
looks like she's innocent and she's having fun with
she
this
like
guy.
didn't know any better,
Agreed.
which makes it,
Of
if
course.
anything, it makes I feel like Nick look bad because
Yeah.
it's like you knew all along like
Yeah.
what was going on.
I wish this girl Alyssa had been like, oh, I guess she can't really though. She can't be like, hey, I'm hooking up with this guy just so you know.
I don't see why she couldn't.
Well,
That's where I'm like,
feel
I don't
she's
understand
probably
that.
Like, I don't want to look territorial, but I would probably go to
Yeah.
you and
I
be
think
like,
they're
hey,
both-
you might want to let your friend Jess know, like,
they're both having
I've got
fun.
something going on.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, it's
fine.
pretty
It's
straightforward.
even if you're not exclusive, but the thing I have a problem with, like, let's just be very clear. I hate the term girls. I'll be the first to say it. It needs to go
It's
to the
gone
pits
too
of hell.
far.
Like, I'm
It's gone
so
too
over the
far.
term. Everyone's a girl's girl until it's time to be a girl's girl. Like, if you are having conversations with me, if you are trying to befriend me
Mm-hmm.
and you have information that I am not privy to, and like you're trying to establish a relationship, whatever, friendship, like I feel like it's your responsibility to like give some sort of you don't have to give me
Yes.
all of it. I don't need to know like when it started, but if it's like, hey, like I know like I see like whatever, like you and Nick are like hitting it off, like me and him, we have like unfinished, like I don't know, however you want to word the conversation,
Yeah.
but to act like y'all are not, like that's
Right.
insane.
Like,
to me.
provide a heads up.
You tell me as guys, do y'all not think
well,
that is
okay?
insane?
So I was gonna say, and not to be like sexist here, but I do think guys do that more often. Like I think guys are more open about like, oh, actually he was fucking her.
Sure.
Oh,
Because I
yeah,
think it's
for
more.
sure,
I think it
for
goes
sure.
along with like guys locker room talk and like that whole thing where I think guys are more.
Are you saying that Nick would have been more likely to be like, yo, by the way, like to
Yeah.
another guy, like
Yeah.
to John B or something,
Yeah.
and then like, oh, P.S., like I'm with that girl.
Yeah.
Versus girls are less open
Because
about it.
I think guys get right into it.
Well, I think guys
like-
have less shame surrounding their sex life too.
Exactly.
Yes,
I'm like,
yes,
it's easier.
yeah.
It probably would have been easier for her to have like probably a negative connotation around it, which I understand if that's probably why she didn't do it. But my whole thing is just like, if that's the case, I'm also just not going to like be overly friendly. Like if I know that if there's a girl that came and I was a employee and I see that they're hitting it off,
Yeah.
like I'm not going to go out of my way to like be like best friends with
Wait,
you.
so
I think
we
that's,
didn't see
like,
this part. So Alyssa was trying to befriend Jess and being really, really friendly with Jess.
She was friendly to everyone. Like
Okay.
Alyssa,
Yeah, I don't
that's
think
just
it
who
was
she is.
specific.
She's friendly to everyone.
Okay.
So like that is her character. But I'm like, none of us knew that they were hooking up. Like I had
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah.
Like none.
Oh,
so
that's
that was
crazy. I would have thought you guys knew for sure.
no, I
No.
didn't know. I didn't know. Did
Yeah,
you?
but it's also no, I didn't know. But also, it's like I want world peace and rainbows, but it's like that's not how the world works. Like every girl's not going to be a girl's girl. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
you
know,
can't
but I think-
expect that per se.
no, I don't.
But I guess you
don't
can-
expect that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, I guess you can go into the show knowing that here's the premise of the show, which we all sort of loosely know. It's about the cast. They're probably hooking up, and maybe just assume, like like in a way, like if you're there. I'm not saying like there's no way for her to really know, but I don't know. It's also like
I don't know.
take
I'm just a
that
different
space
girl.
serious.
Like,
I guess
if
you
Serena
know?
was there and
Well, yeah,
I
that's the right thing to do. No one's saying that.
yeah, that's all I'm trying to get at.
Well, yeah, obviously,
Yeah, yeah.
yes, but I'm saying like not everyone's like that. So
Sure.
like,
Yeah.
she's probably not like, oh, girl, like she probably doesn't give a fuck.
I guess
don't
in her
give a
situation
fuck,
too,
like-
she's like, these guys are gone in 2 days.
Yeah,
And
exactly. I'm like, dude,
100%.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're just there for the experience.
And
like,
maybe,
I don't-
yeah, we still
know.
don't know like the depths of like her and Nick's relationship, so it probably lasted longer. Like I honestly didn't even watch the end of their season, so I don't know what happened with them. But yeah, it was hard. I think obviously for Jess to watch back. She
oh
was
my
like,
gosh, she
what?
must have been so stunned watching it back,
literally,
thinking
she
she had
was-
this like torrid love affair in the fields of England, and she's like,
No,
wait,
we all knew. All the
he's
guys
getting
knew.
down
we
with
were
some
like-
other girl. What's
We
happening?
were
No,
like,
that
no.
would have like
that's
made
great because I assumed watching it back when I watched it, I just kind of assumed that you guys all knew. It was like we're just going here. The people that are single are going there just to like hook up.
Oh, we were going for we were
That's-
going for a time. Like
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, I mean that's sort of the idea I had too, without even knowing too much of the show or having ever watched it. That's what the expectation was. That's why Xavier was brought up, right? Like like that's what we were trying to do. Was people who were there trying to find a romance, but I
Sure,
get that they can happen,
yeah.
And obviously it's our friends too. But yeah, I would have guessed too, like go in there and like just have fun. Don't think too much into it. We're only there for 2 to 3
Right.
days.
And I also think that's honestly like the more I think about it, probably the the basis of the show is like we're not really supposed to know everything behind the scenes because that's what makes the show.
Correct.
It's like, oh, we all watch this back and we're like, that was happening while this was happening. Because like we didn't even know about the Hannah and Marciana stuff. Like I had no idea it was that intense. Like we knew like a little bit, there was some tension, but we had no idea it was like what it was when we watched it back. We were like, what the hell?
Right, because we had Hot Sean hooking up with Hannah.
Exactly. Hot Sean is crazy.
Also in Jess's like not like in her defense, she's only been on shows where the objective was to fall in love.
Yeah.
So, and because this was like hooking up and on a show, she probably just kind of slipped into like, maybe this is my person. When everyone was like,
yeah, and that's fair. That's
your person.
You know,
Yeah.
you really do.
No, that's Jess.
Right?
Jess is a lover girl.
No,
And then like that's gonna get you hurt, unfortunately. Like if you're always doing that without some type of guard or wall up. Right?
Did anyone that came with you guys surprise you in the way they were experiencing the villa? We had Ariel having a little thing with Charlie. We had Hot Sean and Jumpy.
You know how Ariel is. She's gonna keep it cute. Maria obviously was there, but she was very tamed.
she was MIA.
Yeah, like you barely saw much of her.
Yeah. They
was
cut her. Yeah, they
interesting.
left a lot of her out, which was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. Like the whole point of her being on the show was she's one of the bigger people, and yeah.
Was she hooking up with anyone?
No.
Well, that's
I feel
why.
like
She
that's
don't
it.
play.
Yeah, she was not.
They're like, make out in that hot tub or get over a shot.
No, literally, 1000%. I will say maybe Mercedes and Marciano, but like that says a lot if that was like the most surprising.
Were they hooking up?
No, they weren't hooking up, but like we had like this hot tub moment. And that's just when I was like, things are getting weird.
Oh, when they were playing like Truth or Dare.
Yeah, like
type of
her Marciano, was it her Marciano? No, her, Sean, and Meredith did like a 3-way like make out, and then Jess kissed Alyssa again. Crazy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like I just think it's crazy. Like you're like,
Let's go. Let's go, boys.
who else? What else was going on? Who else was hooking?
Did anything
like,
surprise
oh,
you
John
watching
B.
it back? John B is a little more gay than I expected, actually.
Okay,
No.
yeah, I'm like, now you
I'm not gonna put
Really?
my boy on
Does he
blast
hide
like
behind
that.
a sweetie boy facade, but he's a player? Oh.
No, he would never do that.
As he nods his head.
your friend.
No,
That's my friend
he
too, but
did
your friend.
exactly what I expected him to do. Truly, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
He'll probably
Well,
have a
look, he
different
came,
take.
he had a job to do,
Correct,
and he delivered.
correct.
And that's the thing. I guess I'm
correct.
like,
That's why I
can-
invited you.
Literally, I'm like, you delivered.
He was like,
so-
"I'm gonna be good." I'm like, "Sure you are, buddy. Come on, come on
You know,
the
like,
show."
step up. Xavier's in a relationship.
So
But it was fun. I'm
It was
obsessed
great.
with Lisa.
It was
like,
great.
Yes,
truly-
your chat with Lisa was everything.
I love her. She really.
fuck
I'm
with
like,
her
for
a
some
long
reason,
way.
I don't know why she didn't know the ins and outs. I'm like, is that true or was that just for the show? But like, she literally wanted to know everything about like. So all the guys here, like you were. I'm like, we only need to talk about
can't
one.
fathom that, eh?
No.
We were even chatting with our producer, prepping for you guys to come on, and we were explaining to her like, no, it's not weird that the guys from her season were in the villa with them,
Right.
and like they all hang out, and like that's not weird. And she was like, what do you mean that's not
It's
weird?
really
I'm like,
not.
it's just very Bachelor Nation coded.
I don't even like consider any of them like my exes. Like you know what I
Because
mean?
you
It's
barely
like,
talk
we
to
talked
them.
for
Yeah,
them for like
it's so
2 minutes.
stupid. Yeah.
Like if you like a collective time you spent with them is like 45 minutes
Literally.
per guy,
Yeah.
and that's like
Exactly.
with the group. It's not even
Exactly.
solo, so it's like you
Exactly.
don't even like really know them.
And,
No.
and the love you have is not real love. Like honestly, it's this temporary love.
Yeah, it's like I
that
love them as a
will
person.
easily
I
fall off
respect
if you
them.
don't nurture it.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
that shit just falls off,
And
right?
that's
It's like
Exactly.
Jess and the bartender.
exactly.
Okay, on this podcast we do Not Married to This.
I am not married to when you go to a restaurant and they list like a sandwich on the menu and they list all the ingredients underneath and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, like this looks great. And then it comes and there's surprise ingredients on it.
Oh,
like if you're gonna put ingredients, you don't get to leave out like lettuce and tomatoes. You know, write it on the menu. I don't want any surprises. Or like if there's mayo on the
Fair.
sandwich, you better write mayo. Or you don't
Correct.
write anything. You just
Correct.
write because now I'm trusting that I know what I'm ordering, and then it's showing up, and I'm like, well, I would have gotten that freaking sauce on the side.
Period.
Thank you. So I'm not married to that.
Like burgers will do that.
Yeah, burgers will do that.
Burgers
you know,
are
the standard lettuce, tomatoes, but you gotta say it.
You gotta say it because not every restaurant does it.
Like, bro, don't just put bacon.
No.
Like, what? No. There's other shit.
Or it'll say
I'm
like special sauce, but then they'll also put mayo.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
well, I don't
yeah.
want both. And you lied to me.
Disgusting pigs.
I also want to know what's in the
Disgusting
special
pigs.
sauce. I don't like special sauce.
Joe's
Or
weird
it's
about
like
special
house sauce, and you're like, okay, what's the house?
Yeah,
what's
I'm
in the
not a
house
fan.
sauce?
It's a lazy way. It's probably almost always a lazy sauce.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
just
thousand
aioli
No, I
with
was
like
thinking
it's
$1,000
aioli with like
mayo.
paprika,
It's
and
mayo
they're like
and, like,
special
something
sauce.
else.
Let's
Yeah.
write it out. Bottom of the menu. Give me an asterisk and then write it out at the bottom.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Joe.
I'm not married to, mainly, I think just because today it's like 95 degrees out. Hot summer days in a city. It's like the one time where now, maybe it's because I'm older now, but I'm like, oh, it actually would be nice to live in a suburb where you had a backyard
Yeah.
and a sprinkler.
We love the summer, but summers in New York hit different. They are so hot.
Yeah, and I don't mind it in the morning, and I don't mind it at night.
It's at
I mind
midday.
it during the day.
Yeah. That midday is rough.
Yeah.
Rough. Okay. You want me to go?
Yeah, I don't have mine yet.
Okay.
Honestly.
I feel like this is like something you would agree to. Okay, I am not married to. Okay, so for those who take the subway in the city, I am a subway taker, believe it or not.
Proud of you.
Thank you. It was hard at first, thank you, but I am one. When
Clip
you
that,
pull
please.
up, or when you pull up the train times.
Yep.
And then they don't match the screen that's like in the station. It'll be like 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and then it'll be like it's not
Like
updated.
7
Like,
minutes.
or like
Yeah.
16 minutes, and you're like, what the hell? Like I already am down here. Like I
Yeah.
could have been walking around or whatever. Like that happens to us all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And that's like the one thing I feel like you like complain about.
Well, because that's the
all.
thing with the subway. You'll search up how long it's going to take you to get somewhere. It'll be like 43 minutes.
Correct.
And then you're like, great. And then you get down there, but you're waiting for 16
I
minutes.
don't understand why it's not synced. I'm like, am I using something wrong? Like, let me
It's
know.
the
Is it
city.
user? Like, is it me?
No.
It's the city.
It's the
city.
city,
Yeah,
it's
so-
the state. Actually, I was with someone this weekend and they were saying they know someone whose husband, boyfriend, whatever, coded a screen that goes above their door with all the like most accurate subway times and like the
Wait.
weather and the time. So they have their own little like digital clock so that she knows exactly when to leave.
That's beautiful.
I know, that's love.
Nice. Yeah,
Engineering.
that'd be
Love
smart to have.
Yeah, so I'm certainly not married to that.
No, I wouldn't be
Okay.
either.
Period. All right.
done.
I came up with mine, but I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, and I'm gonna say, I am married to mixing your matcha and espresso.
Really?
Now, hear me out.
But this is not married to. I love that you just went off. And
Yeah, I'm switching it
Yeah, you
up.
said I'm switching
I'm
it up.
married to something that
Okay.
people are usually not married to.
Okay, go on.
So
said this is not
I'm a big
Joe said
fan.
there's one rule
okay,
you can follow
it's
it.
like I know.
I'm gonna,
Yeah, literally, the guy who doesn't follow your rules is like
I'm
giving
gonna
me
like
shit for-
totally change
The fuck wrong with
this
you?
whole show.
The hell
I
wrong with
respect
you?
it. Go off
Okay.
script. I love it.
I am married to having matcha and my coffee. I think it's a good balance, especially if your matchas are like sweeter. You get a little bit sweet. The coffee, because the matchas don't have enough caffeine anyway. So it's like sometimes you want something that tastes good, but then you want the energy boost. So what I'll do is I'll just get a shot of espresso in my matcha.
But you think matcha taste? You like the taste of matcha?
Not by itself. Like
Yeah.
it's sweetened
I
with
do.
all this shit.
I like.
you know?
I drink matcha. I had a really good one. It was salted peanut
my
butter
God.
foam matcha, and they actually paired so well. together.
Yeah, it's
I
interesting.
believe it.
Yeah.
No, some people get real creative these days.
I love
yeah.
anything. I'm like,
I
put
hate
anything.
matcha.
Yeah.
Really?
And I want to like it. Like I with my sisters, like
Interesting.
it's very off-brand for you to not like matcha.
It
Wait, I'm
is.
like, you need to go. What's that coffee?
Blank Street.
No. There's
No.
one
Cha-cha
in.
matcha.
It's you're gonna have
12.
to take a road trip to
I'm into
Newport.
all those
We're all
places.
just keep
Okay.
naming, we're not even
I
gonna let you
tried one
talk.
at Cha-Cha Matcha
This one,
actually,
this
and
one,
it was
this
like
one.
a vanilla. Someone gave me what to order, and I was like, okay, this is good, but I just need to find my in. You know what I mean? Like I got into
Yeah.
coffee by
Fair.
drinking caramel
that's-
macchiatos, extra caramel, extra whip, and then you
Yeah.
slowly pare down.
Oh.
That's what I need for matcha.
I can send you some.
Yeah,
Are you?
no,
do
but
you like Starbucks?
No.
Yeah, I love Starbucks.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
But maybe,
Sorry.
maybe no.
I'm so sorry. I'm
Yeah, say no, I think. I want her to be mad at you. No, I'm gonna send you an order.
Okay,
I got
send me an
you.
order.
It's I'm telling you.
Maybe that'll be my goal this summer is to
immaculate.
get into matcha.
immaculate.
Because I
Yeah.
think I could.
You can.
I've had ones where I'm like, okay.
But I'm gonna send you something better. Nothing wrong with it.
No,
but
it's okay.
I cannot drink it.
Okay.
But yes.
Yeah.
All right, that's the podcast. That's where we're going to end it. Thank you guys so much. Before we let you go, if you want to tell the listeners where to find you, your podcast.
You guys can find me on Instagram at Charity Lawson and listen to Bachelor Happy Hour if you want some Bachelor stuff.
You guys can find me at Dotun Olubeko. Good luck spelling that. I'm sure it's somewhere in the show notes. Follow along. That's pretty much it.
Awesome.
Thank you guys so much for listening. You can find us here every single Thursday on Instagram at Not Married to This Pod and on TikTok and YouTube at Not Married to This. And you can listen wherever you find your podcasts. Bye.